Hi everyone, it's Crystal, and today I'm going to be working on a copic coloring. I already posted this to my YouTube channel once, and I had some music playing in the background, so YouTube, for copyright issues, wouldn't leave like a couple of the videos play. So I just figured I would just go ahead and re-record this, and this time not have any of the music on in the background. Alright, so yeah, I'm just working on a copic coloring. This is going to be in a couple parts because it takes me a while to color. And I'm going to keep this at real time, so I'm not going to speed anything up. So if you hear some dead air or things like that, I apologize. But when I get coloring, I get really zoned in to the coloring part. And like I forget that like I'm recording or that I have music playing. So, yeah, I just wanted to pre-warn you about that. Alright, so I'm starting out here with a CC Design image. This is Bunny Lucy. And then, the fence back here is called Butterfly Fence. So it's two different stamps. I just used a masking technique for it. And I'm going to go ahead here and we're going to start out coloring her hair. So, as you're looking at this image, she has some hair on this side, and then up in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. These are the colors I'm using for my hair. So Y21, YR21, YR23, and E33. So when I'm coloring the hair, I start out with my lightest, and then I work my way darkest, and then I go, after I get to my darkest, and I work my way to my lightest. But I start out in flicking motions. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start out here with my Y21. And I don't really like these side parts in her hair because I usually end up screwing these up. But I just start out with these flicking motions. And usually when I'm coloring, I end up moving my image around. So I'm going to start out there with that one. I'm going to my YR21. And then I take this color, not as, well, probably almost a little bit the same. Then my YR23. Now this part of her hair is going to be the darkest because it's like underneath the chin. So, and then my E33, and this is my darkest of my darks, so I just go in with that just a little bit, not a lot. Okay, and then I just work my way back down. So I'm using my YR23. And then I just go over what I just put down. And my YR21. And then my Y21. And I'll leave us a little bit of a white spot here. Okay, then I'm going to go over to the other side. And again, I'm starting out with my Y21. The one thing I've noticed when I'm using my Copic markers is that a little goes a very long way. And when I get up to this part up in here, you'll really be able to sort of see the flicking motions. I struggle with these two side parts. So I'm going back in with my YR23. And then my darkest, my E33. Then I'll work my way back down to my lightest, so YR23 again. Guys, I don't know if this is the right way, but this is the way that I do it. It's what works for me, so as long as it works for me, I continue to do it. YR21. And then my latest, Y21. Okay. And if I wanted to, I could go in through here with my E33 and just do a little bit of, I don't know, highlighting or that. So I'll just go in really lightly with my E33 and like I'll highlight this strand right here. And then this one right there. That's all I'll do with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and work up here in the little top piece of the hair. So once again, start out with my lightest, Y21. And when I do my flicks, I like to do them away from me. I don't like the way they look when I go close to me, like when I come towards me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about the coughing. Alright, so I'm going to start out here. And there you can see that flick. Just like that. Okay, then I'm going to turn my image around, and then I'm going to work on my flick on this piece. Then I went a little bit into her little rim of her hat right here, but that's okay. I'll fix that up later. So I'm going with my YR21, and again I'm just doing those flicking motions. Turn my image around and work on these flick motions this way. Now I'm not taking this YR21 as far up as I did the Y21. And that becomes the tricky part sometimes because you continue to work with a smaller of an area than what you originally start out with. That's why I say a little bit of color goes a long way. Okay, my YR23. And then when I put the E33, that's the next color, I won't even go up nearly as far as I went up with this color. Okay. Turn my image around. And work on my flick this way. Okay. Then my E33, which is going to be my last color. And I use this one really light to the touch. Turn my image around. This flicking motion really helps with like the illusion of hair. Okay, I'm going to go back in with my YR23. Okay, I flip my image around. Okay. Then my YR21, which is my next to my lightest. And I take those flick motions out a little bit further with this one because I only have one more color left after this. And it really helps blend it in, and I don't know, this flicking motion just works really nice for the illusions of hair. Okay, and then my lightest, which is Y21. This is where I really work in with filling in that white spot right there. But I will not fill it all in because I want to leave some of it white. I guess it creates like that shine everyone likes, or you know, you might not like the shine. If you don't like the shine, then just don't leave no white spots. But it was really hard when I started doing this to actually leave like white spots. Because I was like, that's just not going to look right. But it really does. Okay, so I'm done with that. Now what I'm just going to do is cap my markers up here really quick. And I'm going to go in with my very darkest, which is my E33. And I'm going to create a little bit of highlighting. And I'm just going to go where these black lines are already at. I'm going to take my E33 just over that ever so lightly. And then there's really none at the top part. So I'm just going to create a couple. Okay, and that's the hair. So then I got a little bit up in her band. So I'm just going to take my colorless blender and I'm just going to push it back into like the hair. Just to clean it up real easy. Alright, that's going to be it for part 1. Part 2, I'm going to go ahead and work on the skin tone and the outfits. So if you're interested in continuing to watch this, stay tuned for part 2. Thanks everybody. Bye.